Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and indefensible is the only word to describe what vice presidential pick for Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, is accused of, and, well, now kind of discovered about him. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, guys, check the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. Come over, hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us. Tim Walz lied when he campaigned in his home state of Minnesota. He lied. He lied about, or when he was in his race for Congress, he lied about a DUI charge he had in 1995. Now, this was discovered, believe it or not, by CNN's K-File. They discovered this information. He said when he campaigned for Congress, I didn't drink. I wasn't actually drinking. I wasn't actually drunk driving. And he got by with that. The media didn't really scrutinize him, and he got by with it. But now, well, now you're running for vice president, and things are a little different. CNN's K-File did a little digging, and what they found out was that he did in fact lie about it, and that he was, not only was he guilty of it, he admitted to drunk driving in the police report, okay? And now it's all coming out. And Michael Smerconish of CNN, he says this is a bigger scandal than the stolen valor scandal, and I tend to agree with him. This is a massive scandal. This could be a scandal where she has to replace this guy who has so many skeletons, it's ridiculous. I want you to watch this report and let me know what you think in the comments.
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz leaning into the Minnesota governor's Midwestern dad vibes in a new video last night as the two seek to frame their campaign as the underdog. Walz, though, is facing fresh criticism over how he once portrayed a DUI charge that he received nearly 30 years ago. CNN's K-File reports that as a 2006 congressional candidate, Walz's campaign repeatedly made misleading statements about this incident, including telling the press that he had not been drinking that night, claiming that his failed field sobriety test was due to a misunderstanding related to hearing loss from his time in the National Guard, and that Walz was allowed to drive himself to jail that night, none of which was true. With us now on this Friday, CNN political commentator Michael Smerconish. He is the host of CNN's Smerconish. Michael, thrilled to have you as always. Let's dig in here to these questions about the running mates and what we are learning here about Tim Walz and what he's saying. I mean, clearly he's getting, this is his first real vet on a national stage, and some of it's not standing up to scrutiny, it seems to me.
So I thought the DUI issue was a really significant and serious issue. I know that Republicans have spent a lot of time talking about the alleged stolen valor. My own opinion, for what it's worth, having studied the facts, is that there's no there. Walz spoke sloppily, should not have represented a role that he had as having been a permanent role when it wasn't. But the DUI story is indefensible. Casey, you and I know a thing or two about congressional campaigns. They're very small, they're very tight. There's usually like a paid campaign manager and a paid spokesperson, and that's it. So the idea that this came from his spokesperson and it didn't come from him, I don't buy it. And the idea that he tried to lay it off on a hearing disability from the National Guard service through the spokesperson while denying things that the K-File investigation proved to be inaccurate, I think is a real issue for him. In the end, it's going to be about the top of the ticket. But to me, the DUI is bigger than the stolen valor allegation, not because of the drinking, but because of the lie.